Okay, the Brits have 39 IPCs to spend. They have to spend 4 on their tech, which is now active. I don't think it will come into play yet, so we don't need to reveal it. They're going to spend 25 on a cruiser, a transport, and a tank. They're going to spend 10 on and 2 infantry and an artillery. They do have an attack to make, or 2 attacks to make actually, 2 in C zones. So we're going to see an attack on C zone, I think it's 95, I want to say, the Italian Navy. Okay, and what the Brits will be coming in with is everything in C zone 98 except for 1 destroyer, which is going to go after the submarine there, and all the planes that can reach, okay? And the way that we have to do this is all of the Navy is coming 1, 2, 3, but the fighter planes that are on the carrier are coming 1, 2, because this fighter plane, or this tactical bomber from Transjordan has to go 1, 2, 3, and it will have to land on the carrier. The 2 planes on the carrier can then land in Italian Libya, as can all of the planes from Egypt, which will be going 3. They'll be going 1, 2, 3. They can then come back 4, 5. Okay, and then actually the bombers can land back in Egypt if they want to as well. The other attack that's being made by the British is, well, 2 attacks actually, technically. They are going to walk into northwestern Iran, and they are going to attack Iraq with 2 infantry, 2 artillery from Transjordan, and 1 infantry from Iran. Okay, hopefully that's enough. Okay, we'll do the ground stuff first, and then we'll do the Navy stuff. Okay, this is battle for Iran. We have 3 infantry and 2 artillery, so 2 are supported and 1 isn't, so that's a 1 and 4 2s. 1 hit. 3 2s in defense. No hits. 2 hits, that's the battle. And the Brits take 2 casualties, so they'll lose that guy and that guy. So, battle's over. British take the territory with 2 casualties. Okay, C Zone 95. There's quite a lot of Navy coming in here, so let's have a look. The HMS Ark Royal is the carrier. There are 2 planes coming from the carrier. There are 2 British destroyers. The HMS Ursa, which is from the Pacific Fleet, and the HMS Ulysses, which is from the Atlantic Fleet. There are 3 cruisers, 2 of them from the Atlantic Fleet, the HMS Ajax and the HMS Devonshire, and from the Pacific Fleet, the HMS Newfoundland. The battleship is the HMS Duke of York, also from the Pacific Fleet. Defending for the Italians, the transport Marco Polo, the submarine Alagi, the German submarine U-72, the destroyers Bersaglieri and Tigre, the cruiser San Giorgio, the cruiser Taranto, and the battleship Littorio. And of course, there are planes involved in this as well. Okay, because there are planes, by the way, the battleship gets its 3 anti-aircraft shots and misses with all 3 of them. Okay, so 2 for the destroyers, 4 2s for the bombers, 4 3s for the fighters, 3 3s for the cruisers, 1 4 for the battleship, and 2 4s for the tactical bombers. 1 2 3 4 5 6 hits. 6 hits. I should get some damage markers here. Okay, so that's obviously the subs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we will damage the battleship. 6. Okay, so these guys will fly away, so we don't roll those again. So we will have those 2, and those 4, and all of these, provided nobody gets killed. Okay. Alright, so for the Italians shooting back, 2 subs, 2 destroyers, tactical bomber. Actually, I'll lose the tactical bomber instead of the cruiser. So a tactical bomber, a cruiser, 2 fighters, a paired cruiser, and an undamaged battleship. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's obviously these 2. I think we'll lose the 2 bombers as well. That's 4. I think we'll lose 2 of the fighters as well. Okay, so what do we got left? We got 2 of those, 3 of those, and that. Okay, what's left here? That's a 2. That's a 3, and then 3 4s. Even though the battleship is damaged, the cruiser still gets its combined arms bonus. Okay, so 2 3s for the fighters, 3 3s for the cruisers, a 4 for the battleship, and 2 4s for the tanks. They're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4. They're looking for 5 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. That's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because all that leaves is an undamaged battle, or all that leaves is a lone transport. So the battle is over, but we do have to see how much the British lose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Okay. 4. Well, I'll lose 2 cruisers. And a fighter and a tactical bomber. Okay, that's it. So the British clear the sea zone. Italy and Germany lose a lot of planes, and Italy loses its entire navy. It's a battle for Sea Zone 96. The British destroyer, the HMS Zulu, is going up against the Italian submarine Squalo and the Italian transport Victoria. So it's a 2 against a 1. Hit. Miss. Okay, so subs killed, and then this is an auto kill. So sea zone's cleared. All right, non-combat for the Brits. They're going to rail 2 infantry, 2 spaces to Tobruk. They're going to send 1 transport into Sea Zone 81 and the 2nd transport into Sea Zone 76. They're going to walk the guys from British Somaliland into Ethiopia. And I think that is literally the extent of the British non-combat moves. So come back in a sec. Okay, UK placements. They're going to put their new artillery and 2 infantry in South Africa. They're going to put their transport and new cruiser in C-Zone 81, and they're going to put their new tank in Egypt. In terms of income, they didn't go up or down at all during this turn. So, they get a base income of 27 IPCs, but they do get 4 national objectives. They get 5 IPCs for controlling El Alamein, Transjordan, and Egypt. They get 2 IPCs each for Iraq, Iran, and Northwest Iran, so that's 6. So the UK gets a total of 27. They're going to get 38 IPCs to spend at the beginning of next turn. So, pretty good cash for them this late in the game when they'd lost a lot of territory. Okay, disposition of forces. In the UK proper, same number of men. I can't remember how much it was. 10 or 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 infantry, 5 anti-aircraft artillery, 1 fighter, and of course 2 French and 2 Canadian troops as well. In C-Zone 95, 1 fully loaded carrier with a fighter and a tactical bomber, 1 battleship, and 1 cruiser. In C-Zone 96, 1 destroyer. In in Tobruk, they have 2 infantry. In Cairo, they have 3 infantry and a tank, along with the French infantry. In C-Zone 81, 2 transports and a cruiser. In Iraq, 1 infantry, 2 artillery. In northwest Iran, 1 infantry. In Iran, 1 infantry. In C-Zone 76, 1 transport. In Ethiopia, 2 infantry. And all the way down in South Africa, 2 infantry and an artillery. I think that's it. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. That's all there's nobody on the Pacific side of the board. So Italy's up next. We'll see what they do with very, very little right there. So let's see what happens.